I'm never sleeping, cause sleeping is the cause of your death. Live by the cold shoe, I take my last breath. I'm never sleeping. I hustle while you rest. We from the cooking still ain't nothing left.
Your boy Reality Round Bullard, man. I'm here with another episode of the Reality Round with my co-host
Boss Hog 215_Reality Realm. Hey people, we seen a little pickup in the views. We appreciate it. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it trucking, man. Let's keep this steamroll engine going, man.
No doubt.
That's number one. For number two is for this, man. We are approaching 6,000 subs. Tell a friend to tell a friend again, man. You know, once we get there, you never know. We might throw out an Amazon gift card. You never know. Just let's get to 6K and we'll see what happens, man.
Anything possible.
Exactly. Anything's possible. All right. So first thing we're going to jump into is a life topic, man. And it's something that's really real. I think it's something we've all heard through our community, which I feel as though it's a little slight, man. Why do some people say you're pretty for a dark-skinned girl? I'm going to let you go ahead and jump this one off.
Okay, you know what? Normally, this is the kind of shit that I would say, well, that's because that's a dumb dickhead motherfucker that would say some shit like that out of his mouth. I mean, that's normally what I would say, but in a situation such as this, I kind of understand why it happens the way it happens. Okay. Because, you know, for years on end, man, we've been made to think that the darker, the worse. You know what I'm saying? The darker, the worse. Oh, the darker you are, the worse you look. And that's the way we have been, I mean, coming through like the 80s and actually, probably before that, like the 70s into the 80s.
Probably into the 60s and the 50s. I honestly, like, black was always deemed as a bad, you know what? Black is always a dark, bad color.
Exactly. And even though they're, you know, that old expression, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice, been around for a long time. And, you know, that's definitely is true, but you know, that's another story for another time. But nah, man, on some real shit, like I get it. I don't condone it, but I get it. And I think that what needs to happen is just like how when you see your kid trying to maybe take a cookie out the cookie jar when he or she should not, you pop that hand. You need to kind of have that same type of mentality about shit like that. When you see it going on, whoever's doing that needs to be checked. Like, no, that's not what we do. That ain't how we do that.
No, for sure. I mean, you know what? And just to compound on top of that, like, I think, like, for me, I think it's a programming thing. You know, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why. I watched this movie about I can't remember the names. Me and my girl was watching it, of course, whatever. It was like a movie about the first chick who was straightening people's hair or whatever.
Oh, I think I heard of that, John.
Yeah, it was on Netflix or something like that, whatever. This was like during the height of the pandemic. This was like when, you know, you couldn't go anywhere.
Right.
And I watched it and it was kind of like, well, damn, like, you know, like they didn't want her on the face of the brand. They wanted it to be white girls. Because it was really making people hair straight.
I actually saw this shit now that I think about
it. Okay. So now I'm bringing it back to you. Okay, all right, cool. And it's like, well, damn, like, yo, like, so what's wrong with a girl that's dark skin or dark brown skin, whatever, having their hair straight? Right. It's possible. Me personally, I know Spanish people that are darker than us.
No doubt.
Believe it or not.
No doubt.
You would think like they black, like no, they black, then they start speaking Spanish. You're like, what the fuck, like?
Yeah.
No, it's more or less, like, we can't be programmed. And I think we've been programmed for so long, just through the media, through TV, just through hearing things, even through school. You know what I'm saying? I always felt as though we was programmed through school because it took me to get to high school to figure out that Africa was really the biggest continent on this planet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But all through school, you'll see the globe and you'll see maps, and it's like, oh, it's not really that big. No, that motherfucker is huge.
For sure.
That's the biggest continent on this planet.
For sure.
But the programming factor is more or less like, okay, well, Africa was really, they needed to get people from Africa or whatever to help them. And I guess by them being slaves, they helped them out. No. Y'all pull resources. That's what y'all did, honestly.
I mean, shit. anybody that would label what went down in that situation as help, I mean,
Bro, trust me.
Okay.
Look, in the history books, it almost seemed like there was help. And I remember that. I'm like, what? And then I think I had actually, you know what? And I'm going to keep it real. It was a Caucasian history teacher I had in 10th grade. And she was like, I want to show you something. And I'm like, okay. Because I was challenging, like, well, why is this and why is that? And da-da-da-da. And she showed me, and she was like, showed me the actual map of the world spread across like 7-8 tables. She was like, what's the biggest thing and what's the biggest continent? I'm like, Africa. She was like, yeah, that's what it is. This is the real map. Don't look at the globe and don't look at what you see in the books. Okay. I said, okay, all right. Well, why the fuck are you teaching this? But, you know, as anything, it's a job. You got to do the job. But if you see somebody thirsting for knowledge and challenging you every day, all right, well, I'm going to give you the real.
No doubt.
You know, so, I mean, I just feel as though, like, you know, and this goes out to all my dark brown skin sisters from any race, whatever, because it doesn't matter. Like I said, I know Puerto Ricans that's darker than us personally. And it's like, yo, like, be you. Just because you dark skin don't mean you ugly. You're actually beautiful. Because most of the time when they get the models, oh, they go to Africa and they go to these little continents, whatever, or I'm sorry, go to these little provinces in Africa and pick the darkest, tallest, slimmest girl to walk down the runway. Just saying.
And that shit be looking right and tight. I mean, listen, bro. I'm just keeping it a yard. You know what I mean?
I ain't mad at you, shit. I ain't mad at you.
I always have, always will fancy that chocolate shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's why, like I said a minute ago, darker the berry, sweeter the juice. Hell,
I would say something right now, but I'm not, because you know you're right. But I'm not going to do it. But go ahead.
Listen, brother, it ain't too much that can be said, or should I say?
It was the operation that you had back in the day.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! I know. You know what? Nah, ain't no need to do all that. Yeah, fuck all that.
My point exactly. So that's why I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
Anyway, like I was saying, any brother or anybody for that matter that's screaming that kind of shit, it ain't nothing but nonsense, rhetoric, whatever you want to label. Anything negative you want to label it, you can label it that. Leave that shit in the past because it's whack. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. These chocolate chicks looking like a Hershey with almonds, all wrapped up in the pack, and that's reality.
That's real trap. And like I said, just to piggyback off of what you just said, though, man, like, you know, I think it's just a programming thing, man. I really do, man. You got to think, like, when you think back on certain instances, whatever, it's like, okay, well, I would say even up to this day, Beyonce, okay. Yeah, she's a cute chick, whatever. I think she's cute. I actually like Kelly a little bit better. Just my personal opinion.
Okay.
Now, she's not dark-skinned, but she is a darker brown than Beyonce is. But Beyonce gets all the credit because she's lighter. Just the way I feel.
Okay.
I'm talking about look-wise. Singer-wise, I don't know nothing about that shit, whatever. I'm just saying looks-wise.
Right.
You put both of them in a goddamn in a bathing suit, I don't know. I mean, I probably would roll with Kelly. That's just my personal opinion.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean,
you know
Kelly,
what I'm saying, you know.
Kelly,
and don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on my light skinned sisters, whatever. You know, I'm not hating on that, whatever. But man, sometimes the lighter you are, that skin crack a little bit faster, man. That's all I'm saying. I've noticed that too.
You know something, man? On some real shit, I found out a long time ago. Everything light ain't cute.
Right.
And that's just it. It's not even about At the end of the day, it's just about genetics, your genes, you know, what you was born with, features, that kind of shit. That's what plays a part in how you look, not your shape, not your shit. You know what I mean? It's all about genetics. I mean, chances are, if you had an ugly ass pop, I mean, I'll say you might be an ugly motherfucker.
You might take the shit in when you were about 35, and now everybody like, oh, you fell off. Like, I didn't do shit, but you fell off. You look like your dad now.
Yeah, like, I mean, shit happens. Like, you know, like, so, I mean, you know, you gotta just look.
Hey, shit happens, man. It goes down that way, man.
That's how you got
to be real, bro. Should be
all
real.
It's all about features and genes, baby. Features and genes.
No, that's real. I mean, that's real talk. I could definitely go with that one. I could definitely go with that one, man. And like I said, it's no knock to any shade. I don't have any shade of color that I personally prefer. You know what I'm saying? You know, like you said, it's about genetics, about the way the person make you feel, X, Y, and Z. But I'm tired of hearing you're pretty for a dark-skinned girl. Dark-skinned girls as pretty as a motherfucker. Shit. It is what it is.
No doubt.
It's what it is. You know, and you then start respecting these women as well. So, but you know what though? It's funny when they can make money off of them, like I just said, whatever about the modeling thing, whatever.
Yeah, because you see it all the time.
She looks, her skin glistens and this, that, and the third.
You know what? I ain't want to say it, but damn, like, you know what? It's funny, right? Motherfuckers say, oh, you know what? You turn off the lights. You so black. You turn off the lights. Nobody can see you. Not true. Not true. You be surprised how much they shimmer in the night. That shit is crazy. Yo, you know what? Never mind.
See here you go. See, you know what? See, this topic was a little sketchy for you. I already knew.
I can't even attack this shit the way it need to be attacked. So I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna leave it at that. And that's reality.
All right, man. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to a topic. This one right here, man. This is really gonna be. You know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna tag it. Do Trump really got COVID? Let's be real here.
You know what? I'm a answer this shit like I answer any other. I wasn't there. I don't know if his ass caught it or not. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say this: there's a lot of people out there that feel like he don't. Like they feel like he don't got it. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? It kind of makes sense if he don't in saying that he does, because now if you look at it, right, the stance that he took, he's been downplaying it ever since it got announced that he had it. He's tweeting, telling everybody, "Oh, don't worry about it. Live your life." This, that, and the third. During his presidency to this point, not preparing the world for COVID. That's his biggest knock. So, what would be the smartest thing to do? Announce you got it right before the presidency, right before it's time to vote. Say you got it. Say you beat it. Say it ain't about nothing. You know, act like you did it, like you did it on some cool shit. Like, man, that wasn't about nothing. That shit was light. And this is a good way to wipe away, you know, all of the ill will feelings that's out here, because you know it's a lot of them. A lot of people like, man, right. If he would have did his job, we wouldn't be in this situation. You know, it's a lot of people thinking along them lines, and he's trying to erase all that. You know what I'm saying? But once again, trying to minimize the threat. But when your local news is getting on TV saying that collectively, worldwide, over 1 million people have died from this shit, I'm sorry, bro, you can't minimize that.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean,
that's facts is facts, yo. Facts is facts. You can't, some things you just can't get around. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I think this is one thing that he doesn't understand. He don't understand anything, I don't think, whatever. Me personally, I think he's like one of the most, how can I say this in a PC way? He's just stupid. Is that PC? Maybe it's not. I don't know. Because when you sit down and you think about everything that he has done during his tenure, no, man, come on. Me, you know better than to do that. If I'm president, I'm not going to be on Twitter.
Right.
You're going to find out about me through the news. Through the national news. It's like, I'm not going to be on Twitter. Hey, listen, guys, this is nothing. Such and such did this. What? Why would I do that? I'm the leader of the free world, or the used to be free world. You'll find out about me on Channel 6, on Channel 3, on Channel 10, 29. Whatever station that you guys have news on, you'll find out through there. It's not going to be on Twitter. Bye.
You know what? See, that's where he went wrong at, and that's one area he definitely. I mean, I understand. Maybe that was his way, or whoever his PR person is. Maybe they told him, well, you got to jump on social media. That's your way of connecting with the masses and letting them see that you're like a modern now type of president. Like, and that shit just did not work out well. It didn't play out the way
you know what? He probably grabbed his phone when the PR person wasn't around to start saying random shit. That's the only thing I can chalk it up to. Because anybody that's your PR person is not going to let you send out though. A lot of the tweets he sent out was just like, what? Is he drunk or is he high? It got to be one of the two as the president.
You know what? See, that's one way of looking at it, right? But this is what I say about stuff like that.
It could have been all the game plan. I don't know.
It very well could have been, because sometimes, man. Matter of fact, I go one better than that. That episode of Power, when Dre was still alive and he was talking to that boy Cristobal in the car, and he told Cristobal, he said, "There's advantages to being underestimated." That's real shit. There's definitely advantage.
That's for sure.
And so, like, when you got somebody out here, like, acting a certain way, you think, oh, this dude or this chick, whatever the case may be,
it's stupid. Right.
They fucking stupid. They're a moron. This, that, and the third. You'd be surprised how you start, if you really start believing that, the way you start to interpret that, you start underestimating them. You just don't give them a lot of thought as a threat in any way. And that's right how they want it, because now they can maneuver. They could do more harm to you than any other type motherfucker ever could.
That's real. That's for sure.
So it might, that's why I tell everybody, like, right when you ready to jump in your bag with him and just assume certain things, just be careful. You know what I mean? Because it may not be what you think it is. It might be a fucking mirage.
Could be that. I'll definitely give you that, man. And the reason why I'm saying that is just because when you can't be chaotic and idiotic to do some of the stuff that's been pulled off by him. You cannot be. You could be. Don't get me wrong. Some people are just that way. But and you just brought me to this point, whatever, because I was thinking about this earlier. At some points, it's kind of impossible. It's kind of, because you got so much help around you to help you not do that. To help you, to guide you the right way. And I just feel as though, so the thing that got me was this. So he said, the stimulus checks, the $1,200 checks, whatever. Now, this is nationwide. He said, I'm not ruling on that until after the election. Then he comes back and say, I'm ruling it right before the election. Somebody's in your ear, like, you might be saying stuff, whatever. Somebody's in your ear, like, yo, what are you doing? If you don't give these to these people, whatever, you're definitely not winning.
Right.
Just go ahead and chip them off real quick, whatever, and then you got a puncher's chance, bottom line.
Well, okay, lately, in my opinion, that seems to have been being handled like a damn light switch. 1 minute I hear it's on, then I hear it's off, then it's on. What's the latest?
It's two different lanes. From what I understand, it's two different lanes. The stimulus check has nothing to do with the pandemic money. It's two different lanes. That's the difference. So what I understand is the pandemic money is held up. Bottom line. The stimulus check comes from him directly.
Mm.
So it's the same kind of that same check when Bush, damn. When I had first started at Comcast, whatever, Bush made this drink, whatever, for the Fortune 500 companies. And it was like a stack that was paid out to every employee.
Okay.
Now, that stack wasn't the full stack. You still got taxed 40%. So you got like 5 and some change.
Okay.
So the same thing that Obama did when he got out, whatever, when Trump first came in, whatever, Trump followed up his bill and gave it to people who had kids. It was like $1,200.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So it's the same exact shit. But what Trump doing is dangling and carrying in front of everybody.
Oh yeah, no doubt. No
like
doubt.
everybody's stupid. Like, bro, like this is the worst this shit ever been. Like,
I mean, well, yeah, just like too. Did you hear about his platinum plan?
his what?
His platinum plan.
You mean the plantation plan?
I mean, if you want to call it that, I guess you could. I mean, but
I mean that's the way I look at it. Honestly, like, yo,
but
man,
he got.
I better not go for that bullshit.
I mean, brother, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. See, one thing people have figured out about one thing that has been discovered, I'll say it that way, about our folks is
Oh, they will jump. They will jump. Oh, it's free money? I'll jump.
yeah, if it's about that bread, now you got everybody attention. You know what I'm saying? So he knows that unless he gets a very, very significant part of the black vote, it ain't happening. He knows that. So he gonna have to, whether he want to or not, like it or not, whatever, he gonna have to go ahead and at least make everybody think certain things are going to come from it if it don't even actually happen. He got to at least sell it. And I mean, the way
that though, honestly though, bro, and like, you know, we gonna get off this political tip, whatever. It's not even us, because I don't want to go too far into it, because people get wrapped in their feelings. Not me and you, but you know, it's more or less like when you think about it. And I come to a realization in my life. I've been through a bunch of presidents and a bunch of stuff. It's all bullshit. Bottom line, it's all bullshit at the end of the day. Everybody has a hidden agenda. Everybody wants to do what they want to do for what they're trying to do for their cause and X, Y, and Z.
no
But
doubt.
the people that's down here in the trenches, you might get a bone thrown to you. We're not talking about really giving us generational wealth. We're not talking about that.
Right.
What they're talking about is actually, in my opinion, is just keeping the hounds off of them. And that goes for both parties.
Well,
Just in my opinion.
I mean, well, no, I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, listen, man. I once had a guy tell me years ago. As a matter of fact, this is when I first started even being on any form of social media. I was conversating with this cat, and he made a real good point. He said, "Only a fool would trust a politician." I mean, listen. And if you think about it, right? What do they call most responses that are laden with what you know the other person want to hear? That politically correct response.
PC,
You know, and so there it is. Like, you know, I mean, that's
I think I just said it earlier. I don't no PC response. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, yo, it just, you know, like, because you gotta be, if you could say something to not offend somebody, but at the same time, I'm offending the fuck out of you.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? You know, and just say it, and it smooths everything over a little bit. Oh, he said that, but he didn't say it that way. But he said it's the same shit. I'm stupid. I can't read between the lines.
Right.
So that's my thing, whatever. And to get to that point, whatever, we're going to jump right off of this, too. I remember going into, I wasn't living around here. I was off of the Boulevard, like seeing the Boulevard, right?
Okay.
And I went to this store called Pizza Plant. And I never forget it, yo. Good. Anybody in the Philadelphia area, around Wyoming, whatever, they used to have good pizza, good wings, stuff like that. I don't know what it is right now, whatever. So I went there, after Obama got elected. And these are Arabic people. This is at the height of, with the Bin Laden and all that stuff, whatever. So I goes there, and the dude, we didn't have a rapport. We didn't really know it, but he seen me before I seen him before. He was like, yo, man, you good, brother? I was like, yeah, I'm straight, man. I was like, I just ordered this, so we get the order together. He was like, you happy now? And there's fireworks going off in the background. Gunshots going off. I said, happy about what? He was like, you finally got your black president. You should be happy. I said, for what? I'm still ordering pizza from you. You think I'm not going to come down here and order pizza from you in the next 2 years if I'm still around here? And he said, you know what? You're right, man. That's on me. Now, my thing is more or less like, okay, maybe everybody was coming here all day. Oh, Obama's going to win. Obama's going to win. And messing with him, whatever. But we had like a speck of rapport or whatever. And it was like, nah, man, like I'm not, come on, man. I'm still going to have to get up and go to work tomorrow and for the foreseeable future. That's not going to change me.
And that, you know what? There it is right there. Regardless of who takes office
exactly
as your president or any other political position, you're still going to have to make sure that
you are good.
You got to do that. And then you know what? And also, to further what you said a little earlier about us not being too political, and just to make sure that we don't get too much further down into this, I want to take this time out to say Batman is the greatest superhero in existence today.
Bang whooped his ass. But listen, right?
Okay, no.
Bang whooped his ass. Bang broke that man back. He broke that man's back.
Okay, he did that. He did
that man going to a dark place. That's all I'm saying.
He got it. He fucked his back up. I give him that. But when
he made him go to a dark place though.
When he got himself together, what happened? I mean, he had to regroup. He set his ass down for a little while. He had to get that shit back, ironed out. But that League of Shadows shit kicked in, and then Bane got his ass kicked.
Well, here's the whole thing with that, though. Whatever, we're gonna spend a couple seconds on this. Why should he have to do all that? Why he had to get his back broke and get shipped off into this damn cave, whatever, and to fight his way back out? I mean,
well, first of all, let's get one thing straight. Bane, if you want to think about it, Bane is like a walking cheat code. That motherfucker, he took steroids to a whole nother level. He's strong as shit. So you got to understand something. He had the same type of training Batman had. But here's the difference.
Okay.
Batman hit you. That's just an in shape, strong as shit human hitting you. Bane hit you. That's like a motherfucker that could bench press 1,500 pounds throwing kung fu shots at your ass. I mean, listen, bro. Bane, Bane can rumble. See, that's the difference between Bane, Batman, and a couple others. Some of these superheroes and villains can actually fight. Some of these motherfuckers are just, they got their powers and that's about it. I mean, another one, Thanos. You ever notice how he beat the shit out the Hulk?
Okay, yeah, he did.
Hulk is strong as shit, but he don't have the skill set Thanos got. That's why Thanos was able to hit it. And that one punch I've never seen Hulk whimper from a punch. He hit Hulk one time. He was like, I said,
wait. First of all, whatever. You know what? This is going somewhere I don't need to go. All right. You know what? In a couple of episodes, people, we're going to get into this conversation, okay? Because this conversation is going left right now. I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared for this at all.
And you could tell, can't you, y'all? Can't y'all tell? I got his ass. And that's reality.
Whatever. Fuck out of here. Moving right along. Okay, getting into slugging and banging and all that, you know what I'm saying? So we got something new for y'all this week. So classic gangster moments in movies and or series where the antagonists reminded everyone who they were. Well, I'm going to introduce yours and I'm going to introduce mine as well. So Reality Realm Ron has Marlo in The Wire. My name is my name. He got Trump too. But Breaking Bad.
whoa.
You're gonna have your time. You're gonna have your time to straighten it out.
All right, go ahead.
Straighten it out.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Walt in Breaking Bad. What's my name? All right, and then we got Birdie, Tupac, Above the Rim. Who the fuck you think you talking to? Okay, all right. I got something to say about that one too. Now mine is Nikki Santoro. You fat prick. You put my yo, because it's not gonna come out right because I can't say that word though. You fat prick. You put my money to sleep. Now I'm gonna put your fucking brains to sleep. That was hard as shit. Kaiser Sose / Verbal Kent. Thuggest nigga I know. How do you shoot the devil in the back? What if you miss? And Frank Lucas. Now, here's the scenes. The tip jar scene when he rocked Tango. And then he kept fucking up his brother Huey. I don't know what was going on, but I kind of knew what was going on, but he just kept, it was like an emotional punching bag. Sorry, let's go. Run it.
All right. Now, let's start with my main man, Marlo Stansfield. Oh, see. Now you got the hate.
I'm listening, man. I'm listening, man.
That's damn shame. Anyway, all right, yeah. Sip and listen, my man.
He wasn't no Avon, but go ahead.
No, he just took his shit to another level. But anyway, the scene was when they all got booked last season. They all sitting around in the holding cell. Motherfucking Monk puts it out in the air that Omar is going around telling everybody he's a bitch, basically. So when Marlo hears this shit, Marlo like,
I remember exactly what he's talking about, yeah.
What you call me a punk? Come on, man. What do you say about me? And I never see that nigga come at Chris sideways. Chris all like, yeah, nah, man, you know, he was just talking, man. You ain't need that on your mind. Marlo was like, who the fuck is you to decide what I need on my mind, motherfucker? My name was on the street. All right, when we bounce on this shit right here, we're going to go down in them corners and let the people know. Word did not get back to me. You let them know Marlo stepped to any motherfucker, man. Omar, Barksdale, whoever. My name is my name.
Oh, God.
Don't hate. You got to congratulate. He let them know.
You know what? I'm gonna make this real brief. No, wait. I'm gonna make this real brief.
Come on, man. He let him know.
Fucking punk. That's for number one. For number two, Chris and Snoop was putting in all the fucking work. You never see Marlo do shit.
Wrong.
When?
Dead wrong. Marlo stepped to a couple of motherfuckers.
Did he put in work?
He iced one or two motherfuckers on that joint.
When, where, and how?
But see, what you got to realize is it's a pecking order. Marlo was the boss. You know what I'm saying? Marlo was the boss. Chris and Snoop
put in work too sometimes if it need be.
Well, listen, when he found out that bitch was trying to, when he felt the story that bitch was trying to set him up.
Oh, the little shorty, yeah, okay.
And he smoked that bitch. He did that one. Got her the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? But see, the thing about it, you're not going to catch Marlo doing but so much because they had to make sure that he didn't get booked. He was the money.
Of course, that's the ticket. That's the money ticket. I get it.
So you that's what you got the Chris's and Snoops for. That's what they're around for. And everybody else that worked under them. Like, come on, man. Like, stop that.
I still don't like the way he did my man Bodie. That was some nut ass shit, whatever. Bodie would have rocked that nigga.
I fuck with Bodie, you know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna get me to say nothing bad about Bodie.
No, Bodie is my guy. That's my guy, man. That's my guy.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just that I felt like he should have played that situation a little different, but I mean, it is what it is.
Loyalty is a motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Sometimes loyalty don't mean I gotta be up to go against you either. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man, just sometimes you gotta understand. Marlo was that dude. Like, you know what I mean? You can't. My name is my name. But we ain't gonna talk about that no more. We gonna move on now to my main man, Walt and Breaking Bad. When they went to go meet up with the motherfuckers that was trying to cop the meth. He told them motherfuckers. He said, he asked them first, he said, what's my name? Boy tried to play it off like he ain't knowing shit. Talking about, I don't have a fucking clue who you are. He's like, nah, all y'all know me. Y'all all know who I am. So then, a couple minutes later, through the conversation, he let them know, basically, listen, you either acknowledge me or I ain't fucking with you. I'm not going to cook that shit up that you want cooked up. So I'm going to ask y'all niggas again. What's my name?
That was a G move. That was a G move.
Motherfucker like Heisenberg. Yeah, damn right.
That was a G move.
That was some of the most gangster shit.
That was a G move. I can't get mad at that. That was for sure a G move. That was a G move.
Thank you. I mean, I'm glad you keep it in the yard. Keep it 100. I'm glad you're doing that. I'm glad.
That was a G move.
And
this last one right here, let's go. You had to take a drink of water. You was good. You was straight.
All right. My main man, Birdie, went to go holler at his brother at their mom's grave in the part of realm.
First of all, that was disrespectful. From the end of this, whatever was disrespectful.
How? What was disrespectful about it?
It was disrespectful because he didn't go there with good intentions. But go ahead.
He didn't go there with good intentions trying to put his brother on because he didn't want him running around with some tight ass security slacks and fucking protecting high schools. He wanted him to get money.
Well, wait, first of all, that wasn't your brother's life, and you knew that. So if you was a thorough nigga, you could have went ahead and chipped your brother off. Like, go ahead, man. Just, get yourself a better job, situation, get the fuck up out of here without I'm doing some other shit right now. That'd have been thorough. But no, he had to be the typical fucking
he was running
motherfucker he was. But go ahead.
He was running around with some fucking black meter-made Air Force Ones on. Like, what the fuck? How the fuck do you do that?
Wait. What the fuck is meter-made Air Force Ones? I need to understand this right now.
Nike edition meter-made shoes.
The Air Force Ones are all Nikes. I'm trying to figure out what is meter-made editions like.
They were meter-made editions. That was made for the parking authority. He gave him. That's what the fuck he had on.
Somebody with red khakis would wear those.
With red khakis.
Somebody with red khakis would probably wear the meter-made edition Air Force Ones, right?
I could see that. I could see that happening.
Okay. All right, cool. I just want to check, that's all.
I could see some shit like that going down. Okay. But he was just trying to look out for his brother, man. He said, he's like mom was sitting in front of the fireplace, rocking back and forth. Oh shit. She thought y'all was coming back to save us or some shit. See, he ain't like that right there.
That's what I'm talking. That was fucking disrespectful.
No, he was just trying to explain to him what was going down.
That was some disrespectful ass shit, whatever. You know what? I wanted to jump through a TV a couple times and smack the shit out of Pac my damn self for him saying some nut ass shit like that, man.
He was just trying to help that brother out, man. He was nasty, regardless of whether he was going to work. And listen, the lay he had on going to work, nasty. The lay he had on at the grave site, nasty. That gear he had on when he played in that tournament at the end was disgusting. What was those corduroys? See what I'm talking about? He was trying to help his brother out, but his brother didn't take the help.
Corduroys, though, what the fuck? Like, yeah.
I mean, you back bust somebody's ass rocking them fucking corduroys.
He was that nice though. He was that nice with the pill. You can't get mad at him, like.
His shirt was like a button down. Like what was he trying to show? His chest hairs or something? What the fuck? Anyway, I ain't got nothing. Like I said, he tried to hook my man up. He said, and together, with us working side by side as brothers, nothing can stop us. Nothing.
He said, what, selling that shit? He ain't want to deal with him.
You see what I'm talking about? He gonna ask my man, you that dumb? Birdie had to look at him for a second. And who the fuck you think you talking to, man? This ain't nutso. This ain't some dope head on the rooftop taking orders from you. This ain't just same little brother following behind you trying to go outside. You ain't the motherfucking man no more. I'm the one. Shit has changed. That's the new day, bruh. And if you can't clean up your act, I suggest you raise the fuck up. Get the hell out of Dodge.
So you gonna tell your brother to clean up his act? What the fuck does that even mean? Like, pussy you up, man.
He needed to clean up his act, man. He needed to. He was rocking some security slacks that was showing off ankles.
Okay. So wait. So at the end, he got his brother shot, right? He got his brother shot, and then Marlon Wayne has killed him. Marlon Wayne is Boogaloo killed him.
Anybody.
Come on. Come on.
That's why Boog did it how he did it. He made his
Come on, give me a break.
He made his way through the crowd and popped him. You notice how he did that shit? Now, why you ain't stepped to Birdie in the street? Because you know Birdie would have sliced you to fuck up like he did fucking Flip ass.
Well, Mozart was there, whatever, to make sure nothing happened to him. So, who knows? You know. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and get into mine. So,
Mozart.
Okay. You say tomato, I say tomato.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, I'm going to go ahead and get into Nicky Santoro. It's probably the most gangster. And you know what, though? I got to give Joe Pesci his props. Joe Pesci is probably one of the most gangster role-playing motherfuckers I ever saw in my goddamn life. Because from Goodfellas to Casino, classic shit. Classic.
No doubt.
Now, I had to rewatch this scene earlier, whatever, to get the funniness back into me because I ain't seen it in a while.
Right.
So they sitting there with Sam Rothstein, right? And they sitting there, they're conversing or whatever. But Rothstein knew it was going down.
He definitely did. He set
behind the bar making a drink like, this not going to go good.
He set that man up, no doubt.
And he say, listen, yo, man, so, you know, I went down to the bank to try to holler at you, you know what I mean? He was like, hey, man, I'm a busy guy. He was like, hey, you know, I understand, I'm a busy guy too, whatever. He's like, let me explain to you my business. So about around the time, you know, that you're going into work or whatever, I'll come down there and I'll crack your fucking head open. And then, you know what? By the time you're coming back out of your coma, I'll just be getting out of jail. And I'll crack your fucking head open again. You know why? Because I'm fucking stupid. I don't give a fuck about jail. This is my business. So the boy starts shuffling his papers, right? All the papers start getting shuffled, and he try to get in the suitcase. He's like, where you going? He say, listen, look, you put my money to sleep, right? Put my money back in the fucking account before I put your brains to sleep. Boy, I don't know what's going on. He say, you can try me, fatso.
Yeah. That was heavy. That was heavy, no doubt.
You definitely got to give Nicky Santoro his props, man. Like, Joe Pesci is a motherfucker. My second joint is Kaiser Sose. And the reason why I say that is because Kaiser was just a crafty fucking, like, I couldn't even understand the level of his fucking, he was dominant as fuck. Like, how the fuck you come in and set these people up who's supposed to be the best criminals in New York and making them think that you're some type of fucking, I don't want to say the actual, like, he was like a cripple, you know what I'm saying? But he really fucking wasn't. He was ex-Kaiser. And then you kind of set them up like that. And the crazy part is, what really fucked me up is the part in the movie towards the end. When, what's the boy named? Chaz Parliamentary or whatever? Remember, he was a detective that was interviewing him. Sonny from Bronx Tale.
Right.
He's sitting there, you know, he's interviewing him, whatever, and it hit him like, damn, everything he just told me is all around this room.
All in the room, yeah.
And I'm like, yo, he really just did this shit to him? And then walked out, whatever. And then it was so crazy, like, the words, though, when he told him, he was like, well, how do you shoot the devil in the back? What if I miss? It caught him, he like, damn, he's crippled. How the fuck can he shoot him?
Yeah.
Everybody in this book, where you don't kill everybody. You offed everybody. And then the compound effect, whatever, the nigga walked out, whatever, and start straightening this shit up. So, like, how long did you have to have your fingers like this? Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand that. Because the shit was just like this. It was like some crazy shit. Like, I can't do anything. Like,
and what made it really fucking funny, if you notice, he kind of went like this.
Yeah, right. Straight his fingers out there. He was like, ah. And then when this got his pack of cigarettes, whatever. Kobayashi, supposing Kobayashi came and picked him up. He jumped in the well, and he was out.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
This boy on some shit. And the crazy part, he was like, my thought is you'll never see him again. And then the screen went black. I said, holy shit. This is the craziest shit I ever saw in my fucking life.
Oh yeah, classic.
If I just never saw that movie, you need to watch that movie from beginning to end. It's gonna fuck you. It's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna blow your mind.
You cannot call yourself a movie guy if you never saw Usual Suspects. Come on, you gotta see it, John.
Some people I bump into like, what's that? Like, what? You never seen that? You watch Boys in the Hood 1,000 times. You watch Menace 1,000. You ever seen Usual Suspects?
Yeah, you gotta watch that shit.
That's a mind twister.
No doubt. No doubt.
It's a mind twister, man. Now, getting back to my last joint. Now, this one is kind of funny. So, American Gangster, Frank Lucas. Now, Frank might not been an antagonist per se. However, that motherfucker was crazy. Going by the movie.
Right.
So, he starts off as Bumpy Johnson's bodyguard, and then, he's trying to figure his way out, X, Y, and Z. And, he gets a line or whatever. And remember Tango, when he was in the joint, whatever, he was kind of playing Frank like, yo, man. And he's like, yo, you got a coaster there? That's all right, yeah. Got a cigar in his mouth, whatever he smoke. Now you start copping off of Frank. No, I'm sorry, no. Before that, remember he was in a breakfast spot, whatever. Tango had told him, like, yo, 20%, you don't like it, my nigga. Like, stop selling drugs.
Yeah.
I need my cut. Whatever. He's like, what I got left? I don't know. Shit. Now Frank gets on top. Now Frank, I think it was more or less to me in that movie at that point in time, he wanted to prove a point to his brothers. Oh, Huey was one of them. Huey definitely. I don't know what Huey was thinking about. Cause if I saw my brother do that shit, like, this nigga's got a fucking problem. I'm not even going to try to fuck him over or try to get out of line with him, whatever. If so, I'm at to shoot the motherfucker. Bottom line. You think he walked up to him? He said, "Yo, he was like, all right, here you go, tip jar or whatever. 20. Where's my 20%? You got the package from Red Top?" I said, "Oh shit, Frank on some bullshit." He said, "What you gonna do? Shoot me in front of all these people?" He looked back, bah, right in front of the damn fruit stand. Then had no balls.
But wait, you know what I noticed about that scene? Nobody don't never talk about
what?
Tango's man after his man get dropped. When Tango gets shot, watch his man. His man just turn around, just start walking the fuck off. Like he never
the African looking boy, the dark looking boy. Right, yeah.
He act like he was never with that nigga, man. That shit was
crazy. It was a crazy ass scene. I'm like, damn. And that shit, I was like, what the fuck? Yo, and it was crazy. His brothers was like, remember before he started walking down the street, they slid the door open, whatever, with a window open, and they looking like, man, they saw that shit, boom, closed the door back and sat back down, like, oh, this thing crazy.
And then he came back and sat down like, what was we saying?
Yeah, right. Yo, put the burner back in his joint, like, yo, we finishing breakfast. Like, what the fuck? But the part that got me was whatever, he took the money out his pocket. Took 20% out and put the rest back in.
Yeah.
Gave the money back.
Definitely, yeah, that was gangster.
I said, yo, all right, okay. This nigga's for real. For real. Now, getting back on Frank Lucas, whatever, because he had a couple scenes in that movie. The first one, when he started chumping Huey, whatever, I might be a little off my timeline, whatever. He chumped him a little bit at first, whatever. He G-checked him first when he said Nicky Barnes wanted to meet him.
Yeah.
And he was like, fuck me. You speaking for me now? Fuck you mean? You running around with these suits on it. You want to be Nicky? You want to run around here? Nah, man, I just want to look good. Okay, that was the first one, whatever. The second one, it was the party when the cousin had shot the cop, whatever. Mm-hmm. He was the girl who was rubbing up on her or whatever.
Right.
And Frank went the fuck off. He said, "Man, this is $25,000 alpaca. You don't rub that shit. You blot it. Hey, listen, anybody gotta talk to me? You talk to Huey first. Why you got them sunglasses on? He took the sunglasses and threw them in the goddamn ice bucket."
Yeah, that shit was crazy. No doubt. The
last one was when they had to work in the trunk when what was the trooper had pulled him over. Whatever. He was like, dang. He was like, yo. He was like, it's the bricks in the trunk. He like, okay. They got pulled over, whatever, man. He pushed that motherfucking head through there. I feel like his head should have been mounted in the dashboard. He beat the shit out of him, man.
Well, fuck me up about this. How he was looking.
Yeah. Bro, he's like a power.
Yo, his fucking head and his expression, man, the expression on his face. I was like, yo, this nigga, like, how many of these ass whoopings is you gonna take, my nigga? Like, that shit was crazy.
Yo, man. So yeah, definitely. Now that's mine's or whatever. Now, all right, so we got no choice to go right into start, bench, and cut the finals edition.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so anybody that knows this guy, we 23 episodes in. When he started bobbing his head and rubbing his hands and stretching out his fingers, you know he got some things to say. He's going to go first, okay? So we have Kevin Durant,
Mm-hmm.
Kobe Bean Bryant,
Mm-hmm.
and LeBron, the chosen one, James. Let's go.
Okay, now start, bench, cut finals edition.
No, wait. Before we even begin whatever, we got to throw this out there. This is not based off of regular season performances. This is based off of finals performances. Let's go.
This is gonna fuck everybody's head up.
Not mine. So I already know where you're going.
Kobe is starting.
Doesn't surprise me.
If you can't have Mike, you definitely want Kobe. Point blank, period. I'm starting to realize that more and more the closer I look at this shit.
Wait, hold on, wait. You are throwing me off right now.
I'm throwing you off.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So wait, so if you're saying you can't have Mike, you got to have Kobe in the finals, why?
Because
Make sense to me now.
the finals is the biggest stage you could play on. And when I look at the heart, the determination, the desire of all of the aforementioned players, to me, only one stands out. One jumps off that list, and that's Mr. Bryant. God rest his soul.
Okay.
That he's the only one, because when you're playing for all of it, you want a guy that you know for a fact is going to go all in. And I know for a fact Kobe Bryant is going to go all in. I know. I don't doubt it. I ain't got to wonder. When you look at these other two jokers, now I'm going to tell you something. That's why I say Kobe is my starter. Now, somebody got to ride the bench, right? So now anybody I put on the bench, that means the other one got to get cut. So everybody say, oh, well, how you going to cut him? Because he did this in the finals. He did that in the finals. Man, listen. I'm cutting both them motherfuckers. Unprecedented. Yeah, I said it. You know why? Let me tell you why I said it. You got one motherfucker.
Wait. Time out. Flag on the play. Fucking.
No.
I gotta call something here. We gotta call something. Come on, man. It's start, bench, and cut. You gotta bench one and cut one. Man.
I don't give a fuck. I'm doing this my way. Now, like I said before, I'm cutting both the motherfuckers. You know why? Because I don't want neither one of them on my bench. I don't like the methods they use to get their rings. All they do is jump around and try to fucking group up with super teams. That bullshit. I don't fuck with that. That's why I say give me Kobe Bryant. That's why I said the rest of this shit is going to be unprecedented. You got one motherfucker running around, head looking like a fucking Chinese apple when you cut it open. You should know which one that is. Then you got the other motherfucker looking like the fucking Reese's peanut butter cup with it stick to the fucking paper. I don't listen, man. Listen. I'm tired of this shit. Now, if both parties would have put in the work, the real work, to get that coveted trophy,
Can I ask you a question or whatever? I just want to ask you this, whatever, and I'm going to be totally honest.
Okay.
Okay, so Kobe didn't need help.
Didn't say that. Never said that.
Okay, all right. So
Everybody
the
needs help.
Lakers didn't get Paul Gasol for a bag of chips.
How many chips did they have before he got there?
You talking about with the Kobe era? Like, or you talking about just total?
The Kobe era. When Kobe Bryant was a Laker, how many championships had they? Three, right? Okay, now, first of all, now before we, because I already know, Shaquille O'Neal. Shut the fuck up for all of them niggas. I understand Shaq was definitely Batman. He was Batman, and Kobe played the part of Robin. However, when Shaq
that was a
rolled
different
out,
type of Robin, though.
the hell of a man, that was
Robin.
Robin times 100. You know what I'm saying? Like that was.
I don't say that because we all know whatever. If anybody watched that era of basketball, in my opinion, Kobe took care of the Western Conference, and when we got to the East, nobody can deal with Shaq. So Shaq took over in the finals. That's just my honest observation of it.
Kobe Bryant still went on to win 2 additional rings without Shaq, where he was the focal point. And the thing about it, man, the reason why even when Shaq was there, the reason why I had mad respect for what that man accomplished is because, once again, no moment was too big for that ball. He never deferred. He challenged. He pushed. He worked. Now, I'm sorry, Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is one of the most talented basketball players you could ever lay your eyes on. He's one of the most talented basketball players you could ever have the ability to just the luxury of watching, man.
You gotta appreciate what you're seeing at 7 feet.
You gotta appreciate what he brings to the table, but I'm sorry, can't beat him, join him, man. Fuck that. I will never respect that. That was a bitch move. I'm sorry. That's just like if a motherfucker is kicking your ass walking down your block every day, and then one day the whole block see you running around, going to the store for this motherfucker, chilling with this motherfucker, like you just his lapdog all of a sudden. Nah, man, I can't respect that. I can't get down with that.
I respect what you're saying.
That's my only issue with him and how he went about getting what he got. That's my only problem with that. Other than that, I will never question his skill. How can you? I will never question none of that type shit. However,
the most whatever at that height, we seen Kevin Garnett, but he took it to another level.
Yeah, his ball handling ability just takes it like you know.
It's crazy. Like
yeah. I
just think about it, because KG was that dude before at 7 feet. It was like, yo, he doing so much on the court, whatever. It's like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
With the athleticism, whatever. But when Durant came, it was like, wait a minute, we never seen this before.
Exactly, and bro, I would never ever fix my mouth to say that the boy's not skilled, because I would be being a fucking fraud if I did that, and there ain't no fraud up in me. You know what I'm saying? So I got to give him his props. And LeBron, man, I've said it before. I'm gonna say it again. We'll probably never see that again. LeBron is one of the most skilled. I mean, damn.
It's like Karl Malone being skilled almost. Like,
kind of, sort of, yeah.
Almost not the same, because I think Karl Malone had more bulk, but they're around the same weight though. Like,
right.
That's what's odd about it. It's like, but they the same, like, yo, weight, like.
Can jump out the gym, man. His basketball IQ is off the fucking charts. His passing ability is in rare company. You know what I'm saying? It's only a handful of NBA players that got the passing ability that LeBron got. I mean, his ability to involve and see, that's why I think that some people take this shit a little too far and try to say, well, that's why he's the best ever. No, he's not the best ever, because there's more to this shit than just numbers. There's a certain type of there's that something extra.
You know what? It's the bravado. Like, it's the bravado. It's just the knowingness, whatever. Like, you know what? I'm gonna beat you at your game, and I'm still gonna play my game. I think that's some, and it might not make sense when I'm saying this, whatever. But I think that's what some of it is, bro. Some of it is whatever. Because when you look back at, like, you can look at a Magic, and it's like, damn, Magic knew, man, we're going to run all day.
No doubt.
The Celtics, I mean, you know, we're going to bang you all day. We're going to elbow you. We're going to go in. We're going to make it gritty. Okay, let's see who's going to win.
And see, that's what I liked about that era, the Magics, the Birds, that rivalry. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Jordan and Isaiah Thomas. And you know what? On a side note, quick side note, Isaiah Thomas, cut it the fuck out, dog. Stop doing that nut shit. Stop doing that nut shit. You know what you doing?
Something was gonna come up. I knew something was gonna come up.
I
think I had heard something earlier, whatever, but I wasn't really paying attention.
He gotta stop, man. Because see, the thing is, what you doing right now, whether or not you know it, bro, is you fucking up. You're tarnishing your legacy because you're one of the best point guards to ever play the game too. But yet and still, for what you're going out of your way to do, come on, man, stop telling them fucking lies. You know Mike the best, and I know it pissed you off when you got swept. But for you to do the things you're doing, man, it's looking bad now. It's very transparent. You need to cut it the fuck out, and that's reality.
Well, look at it this way, man. I mean, you know what? The hell with all that. I got to get into my drink, whatever. So,
wait a minute. One more thing. And realistically speaking, you can't cut none of them dudes. But go ahead.
You know, for sure. But you know what, though? I'm going to stick true to form. This is tough, man. This is tough. I'm going to start Kobe. And the reason why I'm going to start Kobe is a little bit different than yours, whatever. I think I'm going to start Kobe because, well, you know, actually it's kind of the same thing. The fearlessness.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't have to worry about him going in there and worrying about failing. In his mind, I'm going to win.
No doubt.
This is a little bit tougher. I had it worked out in my mind. It's a little bit tougher than I thought it was going to be. All right, so I'm starting Kobe. I'm going to, man. I'm a bench LeBron. I got to bench LeBron because you know what, though? And I have a reason for this. That series back-to-back series versus the Warriors showed me something. It showed me something within him, whatever, that I think that I didn't see within him beforehand. Even with winning the 2 chips with the Heat. It showed me that he was willing to take the challenge by himself. And he got it done. 1 out of 2 years, he got it done. I can't get mad at him. Being down 3-1, I can't be mad at him. I'm cutting Kevin Durant punk ass. Anybody that's been watching us, y'all know I'm a Thunder fan. However, here's my problem with Kevin Durant. We were up 3-1. I'm not going to say his initial reason for leaving was Russell Westbrook. However, that's the way it was perceived. And that's the way you let it go down. Russ should have found out. This is my first thing. Russ should have found out from the rip. Y'all was with each other 7 to 8 years. 6 or 7 years. Let's just say that. Why he found out on ESPN like everybody else? That's one. For 2, you was talking to Draymond Green, apparently, after the All-Star game. That's for number 2. For number 3, Russ took the handles off. He gave you the game for game 6 and 7 to go to the chip. And we would have beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. I know that. You missed every fucking shot possible. Was it on purpose? I don't know. But it's amazing how you want this respect and this garnership, whatever. Oh, I won the finals. I'm a finals MVP. My nigga, you forget that was the team that put you out the year before, and now all of a sudden you join forces with them, and then all of a sudden everything's put. Oh, I won the finals MVP. What the fuck? And even to compound the fact that you got mad because you couldn't be the guy in Golden State because they already won the championship before you, my nigga. That was already solidified. And you run to Brooklyn with another batshit case. I'm just confused. So you know what though? I think Durant was, you know, I think he's a once in a generational talent. I still love the guy. I still do. I love his gameplay. I love how he is on the court, whatever. I love his game. Something's going on with him psychologically outside the game. And that's none of my problems. So, that's my reason. So, yeah, Durant, you got fucking cut. Fuck you, bitch.
All right, well, I mean,
it is what it is. I mean, you know, like I mean, I can't. And everybody might think because I'm a Thunder fan, I'm doing it because he left. Technically, he was a free agent. He had his own. He could do what he wanted to do, whatever. Honestly, but my thing was always this, whatever. It was a different story if you told Russ, "Yo, man, I'm out, bro. Like, I mean, I can't do this no more." Okay, that's fine. And I don't know what their relationship was off the court, but he always make it seem like they was cool. Remember the whole Mark Cuban thing? Oh, wait, hold on, wait, no. Mark Cuban's an asshole. He don't know what he's talking about. Remember when Mark Cuban was talking shit about Russ?
right.
That was that same season when we was going up. We was like killing shit. He's like, no, I got this. No, Mark Cuban's an asshole. He don't know what he's talking about. But then you don't call this man and say, look, yeah, I'm out to bounce. Like, so what you do that for then?
I mean, listen, bro. I mean, like, bottom line is, you seem like you got the same. You know what I mean? You did what you did for the same reasons I did what I did. I mean, it's all there it is. Ain't nothing
well, at least
else.
I did bench LeBron. I didn't cut him or whatever.
I mean, I said that, bro, but when it's all said and done, you heard what I said. You can't really cut none of them dudes for real. Like,
yeah, it's too much talent.
Yeah, like that ain't going down. Dang.
All right, that's cool. Hey, listen, look. So look. This is what we're gonna do. Whatever. So in one of these episodes, we're gonna have another finals edition with the big men. We're gonna do. You said Olajuwon, Duncan, and Shaq, right?
Yes, sir.
That's gonna be interesting. I already know who you putting up top, but I ain't gonna ruin it for everybody. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But either way, hey, listen, it's been another great episode. We have conquered again. Hey, listen, again, tell a friend to tell a friend. We're trying to get to this 6K. Like I said, we will provide a gift. It'll be in a link, on the next link, whatever. We will provide a gift if we get the 6K. And once we get the 6K. And then we're going to start doing things like little giveaways like that too. So, again, tell a friend to tell a friend. That's for number one. For number two, like I said before, I don't care if you put the episode on, you watch the portion that you want to watch, and just go to sleep. I don't care. Let it run. And let my man close it down. But
once again, I just want to let y'all know how much we love y'all for kicking it with a couple of brothers who put it down like no other. It's your boy, Reality Ron Bullard, my man, Chris Black. Where you need a reality check, the reality realm is where you want to be at. We'll be back next week, God willing, in the building, and that's reality.
I'm never sleeping, cause sleeping is the cause of your death. Live by the code till I take my last breath. I'm never sleeping, I hustle while you rest. We from the cooking still ain't nothing left.